Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 1 yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Play action. It's Keenum. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive. Run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Keenum on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Keenum to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st down, Keenum. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And McManus able to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3. Play action. Keenum lets it go for Nelson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Keenum to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The play fake. Keenum. He can't bring him down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
2.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the...
Come on, DC. There you go, Martavis. Thank you, guys. Keep it up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On second down, here's Keenum. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To throw is Keenum. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Keenum now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Great comeback, y'all.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard
3 picks
line.
today. Good job.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another
Outlaw.
nice play there to help
West side.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Well, they've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown?
I'm getting that pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
2nd down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards
That's
short
how you
of the
close
line
out the
to
game.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being...
I need you to run up the score, John. Nope.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
That's
Boy, were
a
they clicking
comeback,
on
man.
offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I
Pick
mean, what a
number 1.
game to put up that number of points, continually
Safety.
feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry
They
it with them.
destroyed us the
Offensive
first 3
coordinator,
quarters.
just
and
don't
then
think you
there's
can do
a
anything wrong. Whatever you call,
amazing
run, pass, it's all going to
quarter
work.
and a
That's
half
called
of
being
just
in the zone.
takeaways and sacks.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to
5-1.
and they'll return home next week to take on the
Raiders.
Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 31-10, second half. That's how you flip it. They don't want to acknowledge my interceptions, though. Haters. It's all good. Three interceptions, 5 tackles, forced a fumble, recovered it, tackle for a loss in the fourth quarter. Key third down pass defense. Ain't nothing like being a late round pick and just showing out this man about to get paid. Definitely feels good to play on Madden. What we got here today, Brain? Ooh, they gave me some speed. That's what I'm talking about. Big game next week. Kansas City Chiefs. Pretty sure they're 4-2, 5-2, and we're 5-1. 4-2, 5-1. There you go. I was gonna say there should be no question that I'm player of the week. Boy, it's the week before though. We got smashed bad. That's what getting cocky gets you though. We're gonna get this quick practice in, go back to work for an hour, and then we'll be back to stream a little bit more tonight, or a little bit more in about 2 hours. So appreciate anybody who's visiting the stream or just watching the videos. Let's see. Our zone is up to 90 finally. Got the speed up.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. This play is all about timing. You guys mess up that timing, you'll never get home on the blitz. But we're putting the secondary on an island, so you guys got to get to the QB and force the throw.
Good pick.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
It took 3 minutes. We could try again. No. Ball hawk.
man. That was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Deja vu. Game number 2 in Las Vegas is happening in exactly 2 hours. We'll say an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes when I get back from this overtime again. Definitely appreciate everybody who's watching the streams. Hopefully I can grow and do what everybody else is doing online these days. Love y'all.